Welcome, this is Carrie Schell from On Point Quilter. In this tutorial, I'm going to talk about how to take a screenshot on your PC or Mac computer. This can be very useful if you have a question and you wish to post it on social media. If I have a question, the tool I like to use to create screenshots is called the Snipping Tool. Now, if you are on a Mac, it doesn't have a fancy name like that, but you can invoke it by selecting Command-Shift+4. Since I'm on a PC, I am going to go to my Windows icon, and I'm going to scroll through all my apps until I can find Windows Accessories. And if you don't know where your snipping tool is, that's where it is hiding. So I'm going to find the snipping tool. It's the one with the scissors, and I'm going to right click on that and under More do Pin to Taskbar. That's going to put it on the bottom of my screen. So now let me select the snipping tool, and I usually will start by selecting New. Now, before I do that, let me show you the options under Mode. You can select between a free-form snip, a rectangular snip, a full window snip, and a full screen snip. I prefer the rectangular snip, so I'm going to select New, and now you can see that the screen becomes a little bit lighter and there is a crosshair. And that crosshair can be used to show the start of my snip. So with my mouse, I'm going to click hold and I'm going to drag it over the area that I want to include in my particular snip. Now, if I have a question on a block, I like to include the colored version of the block as one of the options. And so I'm going to do then a File, Save As, and within a Mac, that's actually automatically done and it is saved on your desktop. In a PC, you need to dictate where you want it to be saved. And so I like to just save things like this under My EQ8 Images, and maybe I'll just call this Image 1 and I'll select Save. If there's a question on a particular block, the coloring tab can be useful, but probably even more useful is the drawing tab. So I'm going to go to Draw, and when I do my snip, I'm going to want to include the precision toolbar because that may help me in terms of explaining what the issue is. So I'm going to take that snipping tool again, do a new one, and now I'm going to do a screenshot just including that precision toolbar, and then do a File, Save As, and I will call this Snip 2 and select Save. And then for a third option, maybe I decide to zoom in because there's a question I have about this particular node. Then I selected the snipping tool, selected New, and for this one I got the zoomed in area and my precision toolbar. If you want to highlight a particular area, you can select the highlighter from the tools and then just draw a circle around the area of interest. Or I could select the pen tool and use that for annotation. So then I could do a File, Save As, go to that same location, and I will call that Snip 3 and select Save. Now let's assume we want to post a question in one of our Facebook groups. So I am on Facebook and I'm going to go to the Learning EQ site under Discussion, and I would select Write Post, and I would start with a short description of my question. And then I will select Photo Video, and I will navigate to my saved images, and I'm going to select my 3 snapshots with the Shift key on my keyboard, and I'm going to select Open, and you can see my snapshots are there, my question is there, and all I need to do is select Post. Now, if you want, you can also attach these same images to an email. For more electric quilt related tips, please subscribe to my weekly newsletter at www.onpointquilter.com.